Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Global Impromptu Speaking session number 247. Thank you so much for joining in today. I can see the aura of Toastmaster Umar. The reason? Because when you see so many different faces, whether latecomers or oldcomers or all the newcomers, it's just because of Toastmaster Umar, because he is sending messages to so many people. And thank you, Toastmaster Umar, for taking. Uh, 1 hour ago, there was no Toastmaster, but today, 1 hour ago, Toastmaster Umar sent me a message. Who is the Toastmaster of the day? I said, it's you. He sent me broad smile, and I was sorted. Ladies and gentlemen, today, the word of the day is selected by Toastmaster Umar. I don't remember right now. You have to just see the flyer. Today, you'll be speaking for minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This session is being recorded and will be shared via YouTube link. If you want to see how did you manage your topic, you can at least watch that small clip of yours. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, let's put our hands together, our notorious, our famous, our own Toastmaster Omar as the host of today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Omar. Back to you.
Thank you, Didier, for such introduction. And today the theme is internal view, interview. Some questions will be about introspection. There will be no quotes, just questions. I will just be getting to know you all in a different way. Not like what is your job, what is your qualification, where you're from, all that, but in a different way. So, word of the day is ramifications, unwelcome or unpleasant consequences of something, any event. So, that is called ramification. I encourage everyone to use the word of the day. So, let's start. First, Savita ma'am,
Yes, sir.
your topic is, would you sacrifice yourself for a stranger? Would you sacrifice yourself for a stranger?
Thank you so much, Tabletop Master, Toastmaster Omar, and my greetings to everyone present here. Sacrifice. What stage we learn what it is? Do we really understand the meaning of sacrifice? I think very few people will know what is sacrifice.
Fight your case, and for that you need to
Sacrifice, first of all, understanding that, and that also for a stranger. I think a great personality can do it. For common people like us or like me, it is difficult to understand and then implement that. Ramification of a sacrifice can go in any direction. It can make you great, or you can lose anything, whatever you have, or everything, whatever you have. For me to think that sacrifice for a stranger, it's really something big. Unless your mind, unless your brain, unless your internal bringing up all your teachings are like that, all human beings on this earth have one vital force. They are part of one source. They are same, what you are and what they are. If you have got that realization with you, either inbuilt it is through some, if they say past birth, or you got mental like that, or some experiences make you reach at that stage that each one of us is same. We are part of that one energy, one source. Then you can do sacrifice for a stranger. That other person, whosoever is there in front of me, is nothing but part of the same energy source. If I get that, if I achieve that, if I reach that angle with my dedication, with my practice, with realization, then only I or anybody can do. Otherwise, I think it is next to impossible. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Omar.
That is interesting. So it is a very tricky question because you have to become. What if the stranger is a baby or a small kid? What will do? but good at it, good at it. So next we'll have Ahmed. Ahmed, are you there? You're on mute.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
I have an easy topic for you, easy question. And your topic is what memory instantly makes you smile? What memory instantly makes you smile? Ahmed.
Okay. What memories make me smile?
What
Now,
memory?
smile.
What memory instantly makes you smile?
Okay, okay. What memory instantly make you smile? Okay. Now, smiling is a different thing, and happiness is something in different context. We can smile anyway, thinking about anything. But when you are really happy about some memories which come flash back in your mind, some pleasant memories like when you were really happy in any context of any situation in your life, when you saw your loved ones happy, or you felt that you did something good to anyone. Maybe it was an act of charity or helping others, and you get some feeling, and that feeling is really treasured in our memories. And when you refer to those memories, that can really make you smile. It can be you can be helping someone, even a stranger. Like the last question was asking for a stranger. You may have helped a stranger to find a way, or giving a small charity, or helping him in anything. I'm a life coach. I help people to discover themselves. So whenever I find a solution for someone, so that gives me a pleasant memory. So these all are pleasant experiences which are in thousands in our life. If we just go back into our memories, and there's nothing one specific context that it'll really apply that it'll make you smile or it'll make you sad. But whatever is near to our art and which we feel good about, that definitely will make us smile. Over to you.
Interesting take. Ahmed, you took it as a general blanket review of the topic. But good. So next, Amjad sir. Amjad sir is there, distinguished Toastmaster Amjad.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Amjad sir, your topic is what is the craziest thing you have done as a kid? What is the craziest thing you have done as a kid? Word of the day is ramifications.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. What is the craziest thing I have done as a kid? It was not done intentionally, but there is something happened, and my family, they always make fun of me. And I was in sleep, and it was somewhere around 9-10 p.m. And I went to another place, another house, and where I used to study. And I went there in my sleep, all alone, and asked them, the charpai, the bed in village. And they asked me, Amjad, who sent you? And I said, nobody. And they asked me, why do you need this bed? I said, I don't know. And after a few questions, I realized I was in sleep. And they sent me back home. I said, send somebody who is elder if you need this bed. And I came back home. I came back home, my family, they said, Amjad, where were you? I said, I just were here only. And I was again in a sleep. And I can still remember a small blurred points. And when I was crossing the streets, when I was seeing the dog passing by, and when I shared with my family, they got to know from that family also next day morning. And did you send Amjad for this stuff? They said no. And they were all scared. It was all midnight. If Amjad would have gone to right direction instead of left, he would have gone outside, and it was village outside. Somebody would have taken him. So they were all scared. That is the craziest thing happened in my life. I did not do it, but it happened to me, happened with me. So I still remember and just laugh. My family always pull leg of me. I'm just, why did you go there? And now even they told my kids as well. They ask me sometimes similar question. Now, Babaji, why did you go there? Why did you need that? So this is the craziest moment actually of my life, and it is not something intentionally I did, but I always cherish and enjoy. Yes, we do all this sometimes stuff, and they are worth remembering. Thank you so much. Back to you, Mr. Topic Master.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's interesting story. It's a confession made by Amjad sir today. But sleepwalkings. Did you? Okay, next. So next, Sushant. Sushant, you are a Gavalier, so I will give you not a hard but it's an easy one. Sushant, are you there?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Sushant, your topic is what's your favorite thing about yourself? What's your favorite thing about yourself? Word of the day is ramifications.
Thank you, table topic master. What's the one thing which I love about myself? Well, there is something. I'm not talking about self-appraisal, but there is something which I really love to do, support others. Because whenever someone is feeling so sad, whenever feels the moment at which they are living is the moment when they cannot do anything. They are so tired. They cannot do anything. And that's the moment where I wanted or I love to enter myself and motivate them, which makes them happy as well as me. Other people also say that I always say everyone, whoever I meet, I always say they are enjoying their life. At whatever moment, it doesn't matter. I just say these words. Even though they are so tired, even though they are so stressed about what they're doing, about their life, those few words just create a little bit of glimpse in the moment they are currently going through. Well, I've also learned one more thing from my parents that whatever you do in small is what at last you get it as a big piece. So, whenever you meet a person, just say positive words. Just say that you can do it. You will be able to do it. Motivation is what everyone expects, not by just asking them to give us. They need it on their own. We just need to give it to them. If we just spend time for them, we will get it back once again. But the one thing which I would like to remind you is that the one which you get back, it will be never enough for you. You'll just keep on be getting it, which would never, you need more spaces to fill it. You just keep on coming, which you can never stop. It's just a star, it's just an endless boomerang, I can say. Whenever you see a person, whenever you can see the chance of motivating someone, don't miss it out because once a chance goes off, you can never get it back. Just say a few words or just say the line. You are enjoying your life, you can do it. Those simple words can just motivate the person, and that person can do wonders in his life, which would make yours and even more wonderful. Thank you. Over to the table topic master.
Wonderful. We have a young Tony Robbins with us. Motivation speaker Sushant. Great thoughts. So next is Sriya Gandapu. I am not sure how to pronounce it.
Yes, Toastmaster Umar.
Yes, Sriya.
Yeah.
See, I will for those who have joined for the first time. This is a traditional table topic session, a meeting in which we will have table topics on a particular topic theme. So today's theme is internal view. I'm getting to know you all through different questions. So word of the day is ramifications. Sriya, your topic is what movie has made you into a better person? What movie has made you into a better person? Sriya. I put it in the chat also. All the topics will be put in the chat after they have been.
Am I clearly audible and visible?
Yes.
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 So my topic is what movie has made me into a better person? So in 1950s, I remember my grandfather used to tell me that there were several movies that will actually inspire you. There are several movies on persuasion, there are several movies on success, there are several movies on families. And after that, over time, in 1980s, over time, there were many movies on love stories. There were many movies on families accepting two people loving. So over time, movies also have been having a lot of changes. Before, it was a family oriented movie. Then there was this movies related to love stories, and then later on, now we have fights, movies related to fights, violence. And I've seen some movies which are very disturbing, which have a lot of violence. Now, coming to the question, what movie has inspired me a lot? I think the movie is Three Idiots. Three Idiots has inspired me a lot because in a society where people always think that grades matter, this movie has shown in a different way. In a society where they only show wars, they showed in a way that education is just a primary, uh, it's just for you to be a better person. Marks do not matter in actually in real life. So I think Three Idiots has made me into a better person.
That's interesting, Sriya. And first you went in a generic way like journal, then you came to the topic, and good at and well done. Three Idiots is also one of my favorite movies, and has a very good message. Grades don't measure your intelligence. Wonderful. So next is Naveen sir.
Yep.
Naveen sir, your topic is, what impression do you think you give when you first meet someone? I'll repeat. What impression do you think you give when you meet first someone? I'll put it in the chat also.
Fellow Toastmasters, it is always said that the first impression is the best impression. And of course, you never get a second chance to make that first impression. So of course, the thing is that in this life, we meet a lot of people, we meet strangers, and of course, the strangers are people who really do not know you, or maybe they are the ones who have just been introduced to you. So how do you really reflect on yourself to them? That's what makes the difference. The first thing, as one of the topic was that how do you find strangers, or how do you feel the strangers are? So the thing is that, believe it or not, but some of our closest friends or our known ones were strangers once upon a time. And of course, it is because of some impression which we made on them, or some impression which they left on us, or some mark that they left on us, that I mean, we came to know them, or we got close to them, or probably they became our very endearing friends, or probably our spouse as well. So the thing is that I can still recall when I met my spouse 30 years ago. Ours was an arranged marriage. So I was so much conscious that, oh my God, I should make a good impression on her. What will she think about me? And of course, probably this will be my only chance. And if I mess up on it, then probably it'll be loss of face, not only for me, but even for my family members, and I'll get mocked upon. So the thing was, like I mean, we met. It was a family gathering, and we were put in a separate section to talk to each other, to get to know about each other, and at that time, I was sweating like anything, whereas my spouse, she was the confident one, and she could realize that I am the one who is really sweating it out. So she told me, "Keep calm. It doesn't matter." I can realize that you're not feeling that you're not comfortable right now, but over a period of time, let's get to know each other, and let's meet a few times, and probably let's see how things work out. Boy, I really rubbed my sweat, and it's because of the impression she made on me that I thought, okay, probably I can consider her. So ladies and gentlemen, in life, it depends on how you make others comfortable and how you show your affection and attachment and a bond towards other. So the thing is that it's always in the bond and not in the bind that basically people meet together and they become the best of friends. So I would say that give chance to strangers and do give your best and make the best of impression, because when life changes to be harder, change yourself to be stronger. Over to you.
Okay, interesting take, distinguished Naveen. And it is not about the bind, it's about the bind. It's not about the bond, it's about the bind. Huh? I always say that you don't get the second chance to make first impression. Huh? Okay. So interesting take. And next is Saurabh. Saurabh,
Yeah,
are you there?
yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
Just
it's been a while. I've seen you in the session, huh? And
yeah,
guys,
actually I had a throat infection, so I had to
oh,
take.
okay. So okay. So go, Saurabh, your topic is: do you think pet peeves reflect something about a person? I repeat, do you think pet peeves reflect something about a person? I'll put it in the chat also.
So shall I start? Thank you so much, Topic Master, for such an amazing topic. Well, when it comes to pet, I can say that I'm the perfect one to answer because I have 2 dogs, 1 turtle, 3 sharks, a fish, a bird, a canary, and a finch. Well, yes, I live in a house, not in a zoo, for your clarification. But there is something different about each and every pet of mine. Let me tell you how. Starting with my first pet, Spiky, my loving dog. Well, he was the perfect birthday gift I ever got from my family. Since then, he and I are the perfect friends for each other. Whenever I feel sad, I'm the one who will be near him. And whenever he feels sad, he'll occupy my bed and we'll try to get my attention by hook or by crook. The second one is my another dog, that is Paddy, who does the same thing, but there is something different. When I'm not at home, he's the one who will not do any kind of activity. Whether I'll reach home at 1:30 or 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. in the night, he'll wait for me and he'll eat his food when I have finished mine. Same goes with my turtle, not talking about my fish and my birds because they hate me so much. But you know one thing which is common in me and them? That we both know what it feels when you're left alone, because we have went through that particular situation from our childhood and even in these times. And that is something which tells me that yes, my pets actually reflect what I am. If I am lonely, I do the same thing which they does, except for barking and biting others for their attention. But yes, probably I'll also seek their attention. So yes, if you all have pets, I believe you all will relate to me. Pets are the true reflections of their masters because they see us as their idol and they see us as their role models. The perfect one who is not so perfect, but actually perfect for the perfect being ever made by God. That is pets. Thank you so much. Over to you, Topic Master.
Okay, so I need you to go and search what is pet peeves on Google, and then you'll get an idea what it is. But in any way, you spoke really well on what pets are all about and how they're. But excellent and good attempt on the topic, and that's what I say. Good example of taking the topic literally. Okay, so good attempt. So next we have Sharman sir.
Yes.
Sharman sir,
Yes.
easy topic for you. Easy topic for you. What is your idea of a healthy relationship? What is your idea of healthy relationship? Sharman sir. I'll put it in the chat. Word of the day is ramifications.
Yeah, that's irrespective of any age, you have to
associate people like Mr. Topic Master and Global Into Friends. And you have to have the correct relationship, I can say. When you associate people, also you have to associate the famous or people who are doing well or people who are advising you. And if you try to associate notorious, your image will, your personal brand will get damaged, or it's then with your association, you can gather a lot of the same people like you, or your qualities, the culture, everything, and or if you associate the younger age or the not up to the society is not respecting, and your image and also your credibility will come down. And all these things matters when you go for a new company or in your company and in the society or the family relationships. Everything matters, what you associates, how you keep the relationship with others. Over to you, Mr. Topic Master.
Interesting take, Professor Sharman, and I like the way you expressed. Good take. And Munish, sir. Munish Gupta.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Munish, you want an easy topic or a hard one?
Easy one.
Okay, easy one, huh? So Munish, your topic is, what is your biggest regret in life? What is your biggest regret in life?
Good evening, everybody. What is my biggest regret in my life? My biggest regret in my life is when I was a student, I didn't take interest in studies. There was one reason. The town where I live, especially the boys from business background, their goal is only to clear class 10th. After that, 99.99% kids, those who belong to business family, don't study. And I was also one of them. I never took interest in studies. After my 10th, when I cleared 10th, then I got an inspiration of watching movies of that time. Amitabh Bachchan, Dharminder, somebody has become a police officer. And because of that glamour, I did my graduation. It was just a formality. I did cheating to clear my exam. When I cleared my class 11, whatever I studied in class 10, I knew nothing. And I used to get third division, if you know third division. And every time I used to pass. And sometimes, if you know statue, out of 6 subjects, 2 subjects I used to get statue. Thus, just to push to go to next class. That's the biggest regret of my life. Why? At that time, I didn't take interest in studies. After doing graduation, believe me, if the newspaper, English newspaper was in front of me, if I read that, I can't understand what was written in that, because I didn't take interest in studies. When I started my business, the person to whom I kept my in charge, somebody sued our son. And I told him multiple times, I was at that time in entire India session was going on. I was paying him 50,000 salary, and he has taken 6,50,000 advance from me to write a letter to them so we can pacify the thing. Why to go for this court cases? I called him multiple times, and every time he said, okay. He didn't do it. He knows my weakness. I can't afford to lose him, and I can't write a letter. Then afterwards, I decided that I would learn to write a letter. I found a teacher. When I went to a teacher, after 3 days, I decided that I can hire another person who can write a letter for me if he doesn't write, but I have to learn to speak. Then I started learning English. I thought it's a need of me that sometimes I have to speak with somebody. And the education time which I've spent, that I wasted at that time. I regret why I didn't take interest in studies. I went to study in a hostel also. My parents have sent me, but there also I didn't study. That's the biggest regret of my life. Over to the Toastmaster, please.
Wonderful, great thoughts on the topic, Manish. Yes, education is very important. Even if you will be doing business in future, still education is very important to know and to have knowledge of the things. So next we have, who is next? Let's see. Sujit, are you there? Gayatri is gone. Huh? Gayatri got scared of my topic. I am giving easy topics today. Wallahi.
Hi,
Sujit, no.
Umar. Yeah, sometimes
Yes,
easy backfires, especially
yes.
your.
See, that is what I wanted to you see. That is what the test actually. Sometimes easy can be the hard ones. So you have another easy topic for you. What is your dream job, and how far or close are you from it? I'll repeat. What is your dream job, and how far or close you are from it? I'll put it in a chat if it is coming. No, it's not coming in the chat actually.
Around 2 years, 2 decades
Uh,
back, I had a dream to have a job, not some kind of fancy company or designation or whatever. It was more of a financial stability. And after joining the job, I thought almost a couple of years later on to start something of my own, because I feel I'm doing the same routine day in and day out. And around 3 years back, I just become an entrepreneur, start doing my own work and consultancy and so on. For me, there is nothing called dream job, and right now it's not relevant. But what I learned during my job is that I was started as a doer, where I used to just do entire work on my own. Then I, kind of upgraded myself to a delegator, where I make couple of people's work and they do good job. And I'm proud of them that all of them has kind of, got a very, very good rating, every one of them. So I think that's a good thing which was done. And right now, I think instead of a delegator, I have to be a person who decides on the big picture and list other kind of execute it, and they delegate it, whatever. So that's my take on this.
Wonderful thoughts, Sujit. You are a businessman. You don't need a job. Huh? You give jobs. But are you giving people the dream jobs or not? That is the question. They no, they are my they are full time job. Okay.
They will get dream when they will able to sleep. If they are
Yes.
working in a third world, a developed country like ours,
That is another challenge. Yeah.
even if they dream, they will think about work only.
Yes, that is the problem. Okay, so good take on the topic. Next was Gayatri, but Gayatri is not here, so we'll move on to the another one. Sunita ma'am. Sunita ma'am, are you there?
Yes.
You are there. Okay. So you want an easy topic or a hard one?
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay, you are not going to answer that. Okay. So this is not your table topic actually. Okay, so your topic is, what is your love language? What is your love language, Sunita?
What is my love language?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening to my global impromptu family. Okay. I have been accused by my younger son of not being a very huggy, cuddly person. I cannot show. I hate this, nowadays when people meet each other, they rub cheeks, they kiss. I don't like people touching me. So a handshake is the best. So I am not one of those demonstrative persons. My love language is with my eyes, with my words, and not with my hands. I don't like touching people. I don't like hugging people. Neither do I like being hugged. So my younger son always says, his father is a very huggy person, so he hugs them a lot. But even if they come and lie down next to me, I feel I say, move, keep a little distance. Even, don't sit near me, don't be too close. I like my space. It's not that I'm not a loving person. A lot of people misunderstand. It's just that some people don't like that, I don't like it because I don't like somebody sitting next to me and moving their legs. Even the slightest movement makes me uneasy. Somebody lies in bed and taps their feet. I'm constantly fighting with my husband. He has to clean his ears. He has to rub his eyes when he's lying down. And that movement on the bed makes me very uneasy. I don't like those sort of movements. In the lift, I'm very uneasy till I reach the next floor. So maybe it is that, I am sensitive to certain things. So I'm not, my love language is, I show a lot. I can talk to them. I show them my affection with that, with my eyes. The words that I say, I think those are more than enough. I don't hug, I don't kiss, I don't rub cheeks with people, especially with strangers. I don't like doing that at all. I like to keep my space around me. So my love language is all through my words and my eyes. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, that is interesting. So that is see, with cats you don't have any problem, but with human beings you have. That is not.
What
That is
to
so
do?
racist. That is so racist. That is so racist. Okay, so next is Deepa. Deepa, the champion speaker. Okay.
Yes, Sumar.
Okay, Deepa, this is a question that I have asked earlier also, but I would like you to take it up also. Let's see how you do it. And it's an easy topic, not that much hard. And your topic is, what in life is truly objective and not subjective? I'll repeat, what in life is truly objective and not subjective? I'll put it in the chat.
Time. We all have just 24 hours in a day. That's the most objective, measurable thing we have in our lives. Agree? Disagree? Can you think of anything else? Can you measure love? Can you measure patience? Can you measure courage? Can you measure fear? None of them, just time. And how do you use your time? Most of us are guilty of not using it the right way. Most of us are guilty of misusing it. Most of us are guilty of giving it to the wrong things. Recently I took up a time management mini short course. I just opened the course. And here's this guy who talked about a method that he used to adapt for time management. He had 4 sections in that. What is important, what is not, what is urgent. There are 2 things that happens in our life: what is important and what is urgent. So if it's important and it's urgent, how much time do you devote to it? If it's not important and not urgent, what do you do with it? And if it's, the different permutations and combinations, and how much of each of these tasks occupy your life? I think he's also said that it's covered in the book called 7 Habits of Effective People. So at the end of the day, he was telling us, be aware of how you spend your time. Where is that big chunk of your time going to? Write down every moment of your, every minute of how you're spending your life, and understand yourselves. And once you understand yourself, understand where your interests lie, where you give importance to in your life, and prioritize them, schedule them. And there are things that you cannot schedule. For example, some things that are not urgent but important, like a phone call to your brother or your mother who's not staying with you. It's not urgent, but it's important. And you cannot miss it. And it adds a lot of value to it. Prioritize all of those. So these are some things that I learned for now. But as I finish the course, I'm sure I'll have more wisdom about time management. And when Toastmaster Umar Farooq again brings up something about metrics, about time management, procrastination, I'm sure I'm going to give you more information about this. Stay tuned. Deepa is coming back again.
Okay. Okay, that is interesting thing. So time is the most objective thing. That is the new thing I heard. I always say that time is the most subjective thing that you can have. It is always changing. Time is an illusion. Hypothetical thing. What interesting thing. You try to back it up with the so what? Good take. So well done. So next we have Dishant. Dishant Pasi.
Yeah, hi, Umar.
Yes, hi. Dishant, your topic is what makes you feel most empowered? I'll repeat, what makes you feel most empowered?
What makes me feel most empowered is
Yes.
anyone in my vicinity trying to validate me, trying to hear me out and not listen, trying to be there and not cancel me. And when I say cancel me, so we live in a society wherein we are very aggressive. We end up putting our opinions to someone else. So if I am trying to talk about white, that doesn't mean the other person should, like, it doesn't mean, if I'm saying white is right, it doesn't mean the black is wrong. Life also have shades of gray. So I like people when they talk about non-polar things, when people don't polarize something into a extreme, black or white. So I feel empowered when I'm around such people. I feel empowered when I am heard and validated about my insecurities and vulnerabilities. So that is the most empowering thing that I have around me, is the people who tend to not cancel me and just hear me out and validate most of the darkest things that I have to offer to the table.
Good. Good attempt, Dishant. Honest answer. People who validate me makes me empowered. I might say never trade your authenticity for approval, but validation. But good attempt. Good. So see, I always say that be authentic about yourself. Whatever you comes to your mind, what is true to yourself, say. Don't say an answer in a table topic that you think you don't believe it. Okay, people, audience can feel it. Okay, some people say that, okay, put more emotions, be like that, do the theatrics and all that. No, be it true. Whatever is coming to you, be natural. That's important. So wonderful. Next is Akib.
Yes, Toastmaster Umar.
Your topic is when in life you have been humbled. I'll repeat, when in life you have been humbled.
Feeling humbled. Thanks, Toastmaster Umar, for giving me this lovely topic. When in my life I've been humbled. It has happened many times, and the most recent ones was to be recognized for my efforts in my new companies. So they came up with a new recognition. So it was not in the system. They wanted to bring in something which is more special, more celebrated. And somehow I was nominated. So when it came to me, I was surprised. How come they can give it to someone who has just went 5 months, 6 months back? I mean, they have people working from 7, 8 years, but it was about the efforts that people have put in and the way transformation has happened in the organization. And they felt that I was meeting those criteria and they put my name. After getting that recognition, all the people who are reporting to me, they were very happy. And I was surprised. I received this award. Why these people are humble? I mean, they're feeling happy, and also they were like, sir, this is the first time it has happened that this department has got this recognition, and it never happened earlier. I mean, this is something which has already been sidelined for the years, and this is the first time this whole department have been recognized, and we are very happy for this. And this struck me, and I feel very humbled. I mean, if you have people surrounding you who care for you, who think that your achievement as their own achievement, I think that is the best part of any team, any organization, any family, any society. If you are getting rewarded, or if you get certain achievements, and the people around you feel that they have been, they also feel a sense of achievements, that is the best thing someone can have. And I would like to ask the same question to Toastmaster Umar. Do you feel humbled when you get this table topic master session? Over to you.
I feel humbled every time, every minute. Not just for table topics. Life itself, each and every experience should make you more and more humble and grounded. See, sometimes you expect a lot of things though you don't get. That's when you are more should be most humble. So good take on the topic, and you related to your own life. Wonderful. So next is Anne Mary. Anne Mary, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes, you would be on the audio, or which you will open the video also.
I'm on audio.
Okay, so your topic is: have you ever felt like your world is falling apart? Have you ever felt like your world is falling apart? Anne Mary.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Thanks for that question. That is such a profound question. Have I ever felt like my world is falling apart? Yes, I have felt like my world is falling apart. But the one thing I have to understand is there's a saying that says that things are falling apart, but they're not. They're just simply coming together. And what that is that even though you feel like you're falling apart, you're just changing. There are things that happen in your life that happens for a reason. And that reason is to grow you. So sometimes when I feel like I'm falling apart, all I need to do is just take a moment and breathe and just relax and get myself centered. Because once I do that, I know that things are coming together for my good. And so in life, when I feel like things are falling apart, I just try to center myself. And centering yourself meaning being by yourself, or you may need to talk with that loved one, or you may just need to reach out to a friend. Because when things are falling apart, that just means that they're coming together for your good. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Okay, that is an interesting take, and I love this quote also. This, in order to get together, you have to be falling apart in first place. So it both are connected to each other. Interesting take. Naveed, you are next.
Yes, sir.
Naveed, I have an easy topic for you. Okay, what is more important, what you say or how you say it? What is more important, what you say or how you say it? I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. Good evening to all of you. What is more important to me? Is it what is being said to me, or is it how they have said?
No, what you say or how you say it. That is
what you say or how you say it. Well, what I feel is how you say is matter the most, because the posture or the emotions or the facial expressions we show to other people, it matter the most. I heard from somewhere that the vocal or the vocabulary is impacting only 7%, but the other things like facial expression, your eye contact, these are 93% has the impact, whatever you are talking to people. So if you want to say any important message, you should think about that, how I will say it, and how they will, the people will judge me, that what I am saying is actually making the impact or not, are they understanding or not. Even I heard one what we say poem of children. They were teaching children to use their expressions more, and it was the poem was like saying head, and they are touching on the head, saying nose, and they are touching on the nose, saying ears and their knees and the toes. So it was all about the expressing yourself. So they were teaching that in order to say important message or any message, you have to use your way of you have to use your expression more, so that they can get the message across.
In a contest. So most of the people will say how you say it important, how the tone and all that. Nobody will say what you say. But in a way, you can say that what is more, because it's not about it that is less. It's both are important. What is more you are asking? So you have to say what you say is important. Then comes the second thing, how you are saying it. So priority wise, first one is that I just one my perspective. See, and what you say, then how you are saying comes second, and that's connects. So what is important more, what you say. So that's next we have the Sam.
Yeah, hi.
Sam, your topic is it possible to be too creative to the point of insanity? Is it possible to be too creative to the point of insanity? I'll put it in the chat also.
Well, thank you so much, Toastmaster Umar, for that wonderful topic. When I think about this, well, history has taught us that many creative people had been, insane when they are into work. Because when creative people work, they forget about time, they forget about where they are sitting, they forget about everything. They only focus on their work. So I guess, yes, it is insanity for the people who are surrounded by that creative person, because they feel that what this person is doing, he's only engrossed in his work, he's not aware about his surroundings. So to the person who was surrounded by that creative person, yeah, for them, they might feel that that person is insane, but in reality it's that person is into the flow, right? He is in the kind of a meditative state that we can say. And I think so that happens to you, that happens to me as well. When I am into a work which I love to do, when I am into my creative flow, I also go into that space where I forget about everything and I don't know about how much time has passed. So, yes, for the people that might sound insanity, but for us, it is a state of flow. Yeah, thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Okay, interesting take on the topic. Can you focused on the being creative and can become, you talked about the perception angle. Okay, people may think a lot of creativity can turn insanity, but if you are yourself too much creative, maybe there is a line. There is something that I read somewhere where there is a difference between using your mind and losing your mind. Using your mind and losing your mind. So at one point of time, you have you become crazy. Oh, losing my mind. So interesting. Last, who is last? Somebody came and left.
You are the last now.
Last. Oh, I am the last.
So who is going to give him the topic?
The easiest topic. Nobody.
Anyone?
The topic.
I'll give him a topic.
Okay, to go ahead, and Mary.
And Mary will take revenge.
So let us know, how do you find your rhythm?
How do I find my rhythm? Okay, that is a very interesting topic. See, rhythm is all about momentum, the will to go on, the goals. The most important thing is about goals, because if you have goals in your life, you will find rhythm. You will find motivation to do things. Because if you don't have goals, why you will be waking up in the morning to go to the office, to work, to earn a living, to take care of your family, to take care of yourself. Everything should be in that place. Everything should be in that rhythm, in the momentum. Because if any of the thing is not working, you are falling apart. Your life may be falling apart. So for me, my goals, my ambition, whatever I am doing, whatever the I'm doing with passion is giving me rhythm, giving me momentum, giving me courage and energy to go on, to live. Sometimes may I feel tired. I may feel tired. May feel fed up with the life, or maybe. But that is the hope, that ignition that I need, that rhythm. That okay, there are a lot of people that look up to me. There are a lot of people whose lives depend on me. So I need to keep on going. I need to maintain that rhythm, momentum in my life, because it's not everything is not just about me. It's about my circle, my vibe tribe, my family, my friends, my colleagues, each and every person that is around me, that cares for me, and that I also care for them, are affected by what I do, what I am living up to for. So each and everything in my life, whatever I do, is motivating me to be in that rhythm, to be striving for those goals, little things that matter most in our lives. So keep that rhythm, keep that momentum, each and every one of you. Because if you lose the rhythm, your life may be derailed. So you need to get back on track, to the path, to the path of happiness. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Wonderful.
Okay,
I
we are
think
done with the topics, huh?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. And thank you, everyone. I'll just stop recording, then you can chit chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Each and everyone, wonderful.
Uma,